What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, family? This will be a quick, short, sweet video. I want to talk about symbolically, symbolically, the Hebrews being symbolically the story in the Bible, the Hebrews in Egypt and being led out of Egypt to the promised land. All right. And symbolically, what's really going on is that Egypt is really, or Mizraim is really a code word. And this code word really symbolizes the physical, the material. Okay? It is the physical, and it is the physical, and it is the material realm. All right? And basically the Hebrews descended into the physical and the material realm, and they was led out of the material realm by Moses or Moshe. Okay? And he went to a mountaintop and he was able to foresee the other side. Okay? But he didn't get to experience it for himself, but he was able to see the other side. And you know, they left the material realm. Okay, they left the material, or it's not only the material realm, but it's also the realm of chaos. It's also a negative, a negative material experience. Okay, and when they leave Egypt, or the negative, or the physical, materialistic realm, or the realm of chaos, when they leave this realm, okay, they go to Jerusalem, or Jerusalem, which is known as the city of peace. Okay, but what's hidden is Shalom also denotes completeness. Okay, so when they left the physical realm and went to the city of peace, they left a state of completeness. I mean, they didn't leave a state of completeness. They left Egypt to a state of completeness, to the city of peace, and to a state of completeness. So this is really a story of the soul. Okay, in the journey of the soul into the physical realm, and leaving the physical realm and being a complete being. Okay, I speak about it all the time, and I talk about how the Bible has a symbolic nature. And you know, people hear about Israelites, and they think an Israelite is, and this is majority of people in the world, they think that Israelites are some ethnicity or some sort of group of people somewhere, you know, on this planet. But really, an Israelite is an enlightened person, is a perfected human being. Okay, you know, people get lost. You know, people get lost in these scriptures and in these writings, because these writings are written to mislead a lot of people. Okay, because you know, the fact of the matter is that there have been people, and there are people who don't seem everybody fit or worthy to access and obtain certain knowledge. You know, you have to prove yourself worthy to, you know, to access a certain level of understanding, and to access a certain level of knowledge. So this is why these books is written in these ways, on top of writing it in a certain way, you know, to hide certain things from, you know, from the powers, you know, from the powers that be, and things of that nature also. So you know, if you're reading these books at a mundane level, you're not going to get, you know, you're not going to get the enlightenment. You know, you're not going to get, you know, you're not going to get the high story. You dig what I'm saying? And you know, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And you know, a lot of people have came and talked about, you know, how you know, the Old Testament and the New Testament, but let's just talk about the Old Testament. Talk about how the Old Testament is a direct remake off of ancient Kemet, which I can't deny. But what makes me different than a lot of those guys are, or a lot of those teachers are that they don't go into the actual text. You know, they don't really dig in. You know, you never hear them speak about the Zohar. You never hear them speak about the Talmud. If it is, it's from a very basic perspective. You know, a lot of people and a lot of teachers have came and they just kept it real general and haven't really, you know, dug in. So I say that to say that a lot of our teachers who have came and told us these things, you know, about how, you know, the Old Testament and, you know, the Hebrews and whatnot, how, you know, they got their knowledge from ancient Egypt, which I don't deny. But the only difference is they don't really have a esoteric understanding and meaning of the stories. They don't, you know, they didn't break it down. They didn't really get the knowledge, you know, or do the knowledge. So I think that's what makes me different, you know. I'm not the guy that says I can't get any type of knowledge from these people over here, or I can't get some knowledge from these people over here, or they don't got no high science over here. You know, I'm not that guy. You know, knowledge and enlightenment is everywhere. You dig what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not about to let certain historical circumstances let that be a reason for me to say I'm not gonna look over here and see what these people got to say. Let's see what they working with. You know, let's see what's going on over here. Let's see what they wrote. Let's see what they. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what really makes me different. You know, a lot of times people really just don't really know what they're reading and have no idea what it talk about, because they just don't care at all about esoteric knowledge and esoteric information, you know. And not only that, probably not even spiritual science, you dig. And you know, so that's pretty much it, you know. So in that little situation that I talked about you know, the Hebrews going into Egypt, and Egypt being a representation of the physical, the material, the chaotic realm, you know, and leaving that realm a complete being. You know, if you really think about that, that's kind of profound. You know, we come into this physical realm and leave. The goal is to leave perfected and to not have to come back. You dig what I'm saying? And to not have to come back. And, you know, I always talked about, you know, Gnostic beliefs, Carthage beliefs, the perfecto, these Gnostics that popped up in Europe, France, I believe, that's talked about in the end game, that I always like to refer, a book that I like to refer to people just to get, you know, just to get a well-rounded perspective of what's really going on and how things came to be. But these ancient Gnostics, or more medieval Gnostics, the Carthers and the Perfecto, you know, they believed that the earthly realm was a hellish state, and they did a lot of fasting, and they lived a very strict life in order to keep the soul pure, in order not to have to come back here. So yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure y'all can make that connection, right? I'm pretty sure y'all can make that connection. So peace, 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 light, love, abundance, wealth, health. You know what's dope about wealth and health is the only difference between them two words is one letter, if I'm not mistaken. I'm a horrible speller, so I don't be surprised if I make some kind of erroneous mistake. But yeah, health and wealth, peace, peace.